Hi garden friends, this is Era and this is Gardening on Purpose. Welcome to the channel. Today I want to talk about a freeze. We're supposed to be getting below freezing temperatures most of the week. Tonight for sure, tomorrow for sure, and Wednesday for sure. It's a little bit hit or miss for Wednesday and Thursday, but for sure tonight we're going down to 29. So I have a lot of plants that need protection, mostly because I planted them recently, so they've not acclimated to the soil yet. So I'm just going to show you what I do, the simple thing I do. I don't have a frost cloth and I don't have blankets to put over. I have too much yard for that. So what I end up doing is I reuse plastic containers, and literally all I do is put the container over the plant. So this is a Stella d'Oro. I actually planted a bunch of Stella d'Oros going down that way. And all I do is I literally grab an old container, something like this, and I cover it. That should help the plant a little bit. Obviously it's plastic and the freeze can get through it, but it actually creates a little mini greenhouse when you do that, and it won't get the brunt of the cold that's coming. And it's some serious cold. Like I said, I just planted these, so I'm just gonna go down the line and literally just cover them with a container. So that's what I'm gonna do all the way going down here. These are all Stella d'Oros. I had this great idea that when they are in bloom, I'm just gonna have a spillover over these rocks with the Stellas. So again, I'm literally just going to the Stella, grabbing an old plastic container from a previous plant I bought and covering it. And that will actually, I'm gonna uncover them right now because it is in the 50s right now and I need them to breathe a little bit. But tonight, when things get really cold, and I think that's gonna happen from 11 p.m. to 11 a.m. tomorrow, that's when I'm gonna come back out here and cover them. So that's the Stella d'Oro. Okay, so I also planted some bare root Nymphophia, and again, it's right there, and it's beginning to actually have some growth. So that growth is very sensitive to the cold that's coming tonight. So again, I have a smaller container here because this one doesn't have any leaves or anything, and I'm literally just gonna come and cover it. Same thing with these bulbs. This is Liatris. I planted these weeks ago and they are sprouting up, but again, the foliage is really tender. So again, I have a bigger container here, and make sure the containers actually have holes, because obviously you want it to breathe and you know, have air circulation going. And I literally just grab it, cover it, walk away. Tomorrow I'll come out here again and I'll remove it, because again, I want air circulation. I don't want mold growing. I don't want pests liking it. So that's what I have, some Liatris here, and I have some Liatris there. I have some other bulbs over here too, and that's what they are for. Here's the Nymphophia, another Nymphophia. See that green growth right there? When that frost hits that, it's gonna die back, and I don't want that. So again, I'm just gonna grab this thing here and cover it. Okay, and then the most susceptible things really are things in the containers. Now, here's my peony that is on, like really doing it, like really doing it. But this is gonna get damaged tonight. So I need to take it inside into my screened-in porch, because this foliage is not gonna be able to take the winter, I mean the cold tonight. This is Asiatic lilies. Now, they stayed in these pots for the last year and a half. So I'm not even worried about these. This is the second go around. These are perennials, and this is the second year I have them, and they've always been in this container. This container has frozen thawed, and these lilies actually came back this year. So I'm really not worried about them. But the peony Yes, that was in the container last year too, but peonies are really, really sensitive. I have some other lilies here. This is a dark colored Asiatic lily again that's sprouting, that needs protection. It's just too young. And this is the first year. That's another thing too. This is the first year that this is coming out. So it's going to be tested. This is, what is this? This is Dutch iris. Again, I'm taking them in the screened-in porch. This is their first year, their first frost. They're not gonna like it, so I need to help them and take them in the screened-in porch. This is, what is this? Gladiolas, I think? Gladiolas? So these are all going in the screened-in porch. This is an oriental lily, the ones that smell really, really, really nice. So I have, as you can see, there are 2 sprouts happening in this container for this oriental lily, and another one right here. So first year, first frost, they need protection. These are all from last year. These are mums from last year. This is, I think, a dianthus is in here. These are all going to stay outside because they lived through last winter, so they should be fine. Same thing with these Celadioras from last year. They were in this container through that entire winter and they lived, so I'm not even going to worry about them. Here's another peony. This is the white peony. This one is going inside. Peonies, even though they were in this container, peonies typically don't like the cold. Here's a dianthus that I got from last year that's staying out here because it was out here, and one more lily here that I'm going to take inside. So that's the thing about the frost. Like, we really were spoiled the last couple of weeks, really, because we had a really, really, really good temperature, and then all of a sudden, here comes the frost. Another plant that I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it, because these were actually in the ground last year, and they have been sprouting up because they are accustomed to the cold. These are canna lilies. These are all canna lilies down here. These are from last year that I transferred from another part of the yard and brought them over here. So I don't think I'm going to cover them, because even if they do get damaged, canna lilies, once the heat comes, they're going to spring right back up. But these here I planted not too long ago. These ones here from the store. And I might cover them. Well, I'm going to cover them because I do have the containers ready. So they're definitely going to be covered. But even if I don't cover them, I'm not worried about canna. Cannas love heat. As soon as it warms up, it'll be like nothing happened. So those are some of the things that actually I'm covering. Finally, hosta. Now, a lot of my hosta is coming back from last year, and they're probably going to get damaged. These are brand new ones I bought, but these are the ones that came back from last year. And they're around a tree. Well, I have 2 really big oak trees. And again, I just need to cover them. Anything you see here, this is a brand new plant, and a bunch of brand new plants that are really, really not going to like this cold coming up here. So I'm ready with the containers. These ones are from last year, coming up, really looking nice. But I'm ready for the cover. And again, this is the other oak tree. So I have 2 really big oak trees in my yard that gives me some shade, which, you know, hostas like. I need to clean this out. This is actually roots from some trees that I need to get a saw and saw out. But yeah, so this is from last year. These are from last year that's coming out. But most of these are brand new plantings and need protection for sure. So yeah, so that's what I wanted to talk about today. Just this pending freeze that's coming, that's going to do some serious damage to plants that are not protected. And obviously, if a plant is native to the area, then you probably don't have to do it. Or if the plant is already established and can take 25 degrees, then you probably don't have to do it. But for me, because these were all recently planted, they need to be covered. I have a bunch of hostas here, like I said, and then here I have some other hostas. Again, these are coming up. Certainly going to get damaged. I have some majuga in here too, or what you might call boogleweed, but I'm not going to worry about those. It's the hosta. I spent a lot of money on getting this hosta. I wanted to establish a hosta space because my side yard is mostly shade, and since it's mostly shade, hostas will do really good here. I have some heucheras as well, and these have been here for the last year and a half. They don't need any protection. They're established, so I'm not even going to worry about those. So those are those 4 heucheras here. And finally, I have some boxwoods that's been here for a year and a half. They are quite fine. They're loving where they are. Oh, look at all this new light green growth here. They love it. I might actually move these and put it somewhere else, but they don't need any protection. So that's what I want to show you. Let me know if you have any questions, any comments. Please share, please like, please subscribe. Please tell somebody about the channel, and I will see you on the next video. Bye!